My name is Paul Giaime. I work for JWT New York, and my title is Pre-Press Technology Manager. So my first task was to come in, get the environment settled down, get a much more controlled folder structure, naming convention, so that everybody could see things the exact same way and pick up others' work with great ease. Once we achieved that, then we had to assemble an archival system that managed all the previous instances of Xinet and put them up in a way that all of the users now in the building have the ability to restore those. Then the next step came from worldwide IT. Somebody thought that there would be a possibility of us helping other smaller operations within the JWT network and facilitate them with a DAM solution, leveraging ours. So at that point, I entered in discussions with your guys at IO, and I believe we were the first company that had an agreement in place where we could do satellite offices and leverage our support contract across those other offices. The first office was the Toronto office. We met with them, we found their needs. We initially were using the systems here in New York, but there was a lot of latency for them to contact us, so we installed a small installation of Xinet Full Press in their offices, and they work locally. And in the background, I do all their backup works here in New York. I do their archival. If they have a problem with any restores, I can facilitate that for them from here in New York. So they don't end up encompassing the large cost of a full suite of Xinet products on their own for their smaller installation. And the same thing occurred with the team in California. We added those folks in. We used the same model that we did for Toronto for them. So they also have a very small installation. And that installation and their client is very video driven as well. And that office produces a great amount of commercials for them. So this tool set that we're implementing here in New York, again, we're going to be leveraging the video approval tool set from DALIM as well with them and with their client in Europe. So it's exciting stuff because JWT New York has dictated itself to be a worldwide solution, and in the background quietly the studios have become a worldwide solution. We're actually taking care of Toronto, California, and as well Chicago assets. So this spoking out and the satelliting of these operations with Xinet and our DALIM tool set, it's been cost effective not just for the smaller satellite operations that we are working with. It's actually helped the cost basis here in our offices. The company itself has seen a great increase of media access and a great savings in terms of duplicating assets that we already own. There's no need to go out and buy rights to a photograph that you already own, and the only way they know that is by having that centralized repository that everybody can check to. Something that this office, as many other agencies, just simply don't have. The right hand generally doesn't talk to the left. It's a common problem. It was so simple, I kind of have to check myself sometimes to wonder, I thought we pulled a great thing off, but it was such an easy transition. I don't know if I could use the term great. With our support contract here, with me here, we very rarely have the folks from IO come here to do work. Generally, I can do most of it here by myself. The guys certainly do dial in and help me out on the back end of it for things that are just above and beyond my time constraints and/or abilities, because I don't know everything. But the working with the satellite sites and the interoperation for that it's just gone so smooth. It's as if it was already in place before we discussed it. And all the satellites that we've talked to about it, they love it. They love it. The support team is magnificent. I mean, everybody I deal with on your support team is expertise in the areas that they are dealing with me in. We move from database issues to RAID issues at times, and I've dealt with probably, even with the UK staff, I've probably dealt with 95 to 97% of your staff, and I've never had a problem or a complaint about any one of them. They've always been able to come online, suss the problem out, and manage it and correct it for me.